Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to the very last episode of my Firefighters 2014 Let's Play. As you can see, we are on our way into the city, or I should say into the industrial area, where there is a rather sizable fire, and I know many of you guys had problems with this mission,
man,
so
I hope it's not too bad.
well, it is pretty bad, Virtual Alex. So as you can see here, as we turn around, you can already see the smoke coming up. So this is quite a sizable fire, as I said, and I know many of you guys had problems with this mission. So I will show you how to ace this mission, step by step. Ooh. First of all, we don't want to run into the police. Okay, we are on scene. So now we want to go as close as possible to the hydrant. As you can see, we have about 30 minutes, which might not seem much, but in all actuality, if you follow those simple little steps that I'm gonna show you, it is plenty of time. And I'm kinda sad that I'm doing this last episode already, because it was fun. It was really fun. And it was a good experience, I think. So we're gonna hook up the hoses. We're gonna take an axe, that's important, and we're gonna take a BA, but we're not gonna put the BA on. That's important too. We switch back to our hose, and then we start one by one taking care of those fires. And you might wonder, why in the world do the fires succumb so quickly to my hose? Well, the reason for that is pretty easy, and you might have noticed that the quality this time is not the greatest, and that's because even I have a pretty beast of a PC. Now granted, I don't have a 8-core, I still have only a quad-core. But 4.2 gigahertz nonetheless, 32 gigabytes of vengeance, extreme cool RAM. So as I say, I have a pretty good computer. However, pretty good doesn't cut it, unfortunately, with Unity games sometimes, if they are not completely optimized. So what we're gonna do here is now, as you can see, I wanna make sure that we get this here under control. There is a lot of fire, guys. There is a lot of fire, make no mistake. Okay, so this part is done. You're gonna see the 3 persons here, and that's kind of a spoiler alert, but without that it's gonna take you a lot of tries until you are able to rescue them all. Now we are now 26 minutes, which means we took us about 4 minutes to get the first person out of the building, and it's a pretty good mark. You want to be around 5 minutes per person if you can help it, maybe a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's take care of this. Back to the hose. And the reason that I turned all the graphic settings down is quite frankly just the way this sworn I've seen smoke there again. Yep, I've seen smoke there again. And this is something you have to really use your sight. You have to use all your senses that you have available for you. And that is your sight, your hearing. And there is a reason that I'm not wearing BA either. And the reason for that is that without the BA, you much faster will be aware of any hotspots that you might have missed, because quite frankly you burn. And it will be indicated much faster than when you wear a BA, you might miss it. So, and you really don't want to miss it. And as I was saying, or as I was starting to explain, the reason that I am having everything turned down on the settings is this is the only way you can finish this mission, because the faster frame rate you have, the faster the fire will be extinguished. Because imagine the fire being a hockey net and the fire hose spitting out hockey pucks, and you need, let's say, 20 hockey pucks to get the fire under control. Now, if you have not the maximum frame rate that your machine can possibly do, and you need a minimum of 20 frames to make this mission happen, then it takes about 5 minutes for those hockey pucks to leave the building, or to leave the hose and to hit the net. And if you have the maximum frame rate, then of course, accordingly, the hockey pucks will fly faster out of the hose and into the net, and thus the fire will be faster succumb to your hose. I just realized my example was a hockey analogy. Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. Might be because I'm Canadian, eh? But I hope you guys know what I mean by saying. It's really like every particle that you see fly out has also a little, well, they're just like a hockey puck, and the fire is pretty much the net that receives that. And let's just check up here if everything is out. Okay, what's burning there is that big house, so it's just that one and that one left. We are at 22 minutes, that's not bad. We can make that happen. Now here's something again, this is game mechanics, and it's trial and error, and lots of trial and error. Don't think I mastered this mission first try. Actually, it took me 3 attempts to master this mission, so don't feel bad if you don't make it at the first. So next thing is, you wanna obviously make yourself some way here to get in. And here you have person number 2. So we're gonna take her and bring her out fast as possible. And there is a little glitch that I've seen sometimes. Okay, yep, there's no smoke, so that building is out, this building is out, this building is out, this building is out. We have 2 buildings left, we have 21 minutes, this looks good. This will be a clean run. See how fast the fire really succumbs to the hose if you have the appropriate frame rate, and that is something that really makes this game sometimes more challenging than it really would be, as if your frames are not high. Then this will become a major problem for you in a hurry. I know this is not really a right-hand search that I'm doing. Rest assured, my first attempts were right-hand surges, but this mission just pretty much doesn't give you the option to be all that super realistic in your doings. And this is, again, if you listen very closely, then you hear the fire behind this wall. So you wanna open up the door and go right in here. It's rather important that you get this fire here completely out, because otherwise it will flare up again once you rescue the person upstairs, and that will actually make it almost impossible to finish the mission in time. And of course you want to make sure that wherever you hold the water, that there's no steam coming up again, because that is a surefire indicator that the fire is actually out. So this building here has actually the third and last person that we have to find. Now I was under the mistaken impression that with this last mission it would be enough just to find the persons and get them out. I had about 5 minutes left last attempt. I found the last person, I had 5 minutes left. I was like, oh yeah, now you got it all done. Well, little did I know, by the time I find the third person, I wonder if we can hit that back there, yes. See, that looks good. I find that last person, I'm like, oh yeah, well, it's done, yeehaw. Yeah, no, not really yeehaw, because then it was like, oh well, now help the rest of your firefighters, or of your colleagues, to extinguish the rest of the fire. And that at that point I had like 3 minutes left, so obviously that didn't happen. And this is one of the reasons that I spent this time in those other buildings, even though I know full well that oh, person, where are you? Ooh, there you are. Even though I know full well that I cannot no. Or I know full well that there were no persons in the house, but you have to extinguish all the fire, and if you don't do that right away as you go along, then there is just no way you will finish this mission on time. Impossibile. So now we are running for the last time to our emergency personnel, and as I said, there is sometimes the problem that you don't find the emergency personnel because they glitch out. That happened to me twice. If that happens to you, don't even try anything anymore, because it will not happen. Actually, here is something that I found out the hard way too. There is a vehicle back here that's on fire. If you leave this little vehicle on fire, and this is usually a pretty good indicator, if you hear flames, like you hear in this case, then this will be a major part of your mission. If you leave even the smallest flame on it, it will ignite the whole shebang. So, having said that, as you can see with the hive, why they are all just walking around and not doing anything is beyond me. But I guess they like to walk through fire. What can I say? We just blindly Give this all a good little splash of water up here, because otherwise it's just more painful for you. I want to make sure that we got everything. We have tons of time. So you really want to make sure that you got all the little flame or the little fire nests. And you really want to make sure that you go to the outside as well, because otherwise you have the problem that the fire will damage you severely in a hurry. And as I said, guys, there is a reason that I'm not wearing BA, because I get a better feedback whether or not there's fire still around me way faster than if I would wear my BA. I know that's not very realistic, but this mission, just kind of like the subway mission, there is being realistic and there is passing the mission, acing the mission, and well, I don't have to tell you what's the paramount here. And you want to be rather fast here, because as you see, as soon as you get up the stairs, you take a lot of damage. So at this point, you are on the last stand here, really. Yeah, see, there you go. So 13 minutes, it took me a total of 18 minutes, a little bit under 18 minutes to get the fire under control. If you follow all those steps that I told you, then this is really not a big deal. And yeah, you ace the mission and you can see the end credits like we will here in a second. But before I leave you guys, I have a couple more things to say. For one thing, thank you so much for joining me the whole time. It was a thrill ride. I really enjoyed playing this game. I really enjoyed showing you guys the missions that were hard to do and help you guys ace them. I know just from messages that I got that a lot of you guys really were appreciative of all the quote-unquote tutorial missions, or the detailed all the details that I gave you guys. And I enjoyed doing that. Second, and that's the next question that probably comes, oh well, how is that how is the giveaway gonna work? Well, I have 3 more copies of this game that I'm gonna give away, and while the credits of the game are running, you are going to see, and I'm not sure yet because I have to figure the questions out yet, but it's gonna be between 3 and 5 questions, and you're gonna have a link in the description of this video that you click, that takes you to a Google document, and you put your answers in. Now, basically, there's no randomized system this time. This is pure skill and your timing, because the person that gives all the right answers and is the first, second and third to give me the right answers, they will get those last 3 copies. So if you have already a copy of the game, because I know a lot of you guys do, then please don't play. I mean, I can't stop you from doing it, but just I just want to say, be fair and don't play it, because, well, quite frankly, other people that might not have the means to get the game, or might want the game and just do not have the means to pay for it, they will be brought around their chance. So having said that, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for being with me if you were with me from the first episode and up to this last episode, then thank you so much for that. I hope that I find something that will replace it that you guys will like. I have something in mind already, and some of you might have seen the new schedule that by the time this video will be uploaded. I hope that the schedule is out anyway. I'm working on one here, but I don't know what to say else. It was a super time. I really enjoyed this game. Yes, it had its shortcomings and there is certainly still room for improvement, but there will be more games of this franchise, I'm sure. And it was another step forward, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed your comments. I enjoyed the interaction that we had in those games, be it with me explaining how to do missions, or be it you guys asking questions as to how to acquire the game and stuff like that. This interaction brings me much joy and makes this part of my hobby so much more enjoyable. So I have nothing more to say, guys, except for thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and God bless you. And good luck to everybody who joins the contest. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you.